Okay, boys and girls, bringing you a slightly different video today. We're at a HK event at W.O.F.T, West Orlando Firearms Training, and this particular building is basically a low light, not even really low, no light room, super dark, and we're going to run some scenarios where essentially I walk into darkness and using a flashlight and then a UTM gun have to just get in my vehicle, and that's the end of the drill. And I will be presented with a series of threats ranging from verbal to all kinds of different shit, and I just have to deal with it. How do I expect this to go? I'm glad you asked. I'm probably gonna get just smoked and stabbed with the electric knife. It's probably not gonna go well for me, but we're gonna do our best to keep the kids of America safe, show them some shit. Let's get it.
Hey man, no, you're good. You're good. I'll go the other way.
Hey, listen, have you seen that dog?
No.
Alfie is a miniature confetti schnauzer.
Dude, I love little dogs.
My daughter's in finance, it's going to be really, really bad.
Dude, it'll be a bummer, but
Nothing? Need help at all?
you'll get through it. You'll be good.
All right. Sarah!
Let's go, man.
Hey, is this your car?
Yeah, man. Not doing.
Sarah!
That's a shitty time for a battery. God damn it. Stupid, like.
Here's one of these.
I did CR123.
Okay.
Battery?
Let's get her a battery.
Yeah, my battery light died instantly when I plugged in. Shit.
So, when you turn the corner here, did you see the money?
No, I saw a trash can, and at that point, my goal was just get the trash can where people were.
Yeah, so that is meant to interrupt your OODA loop. You turn the corner, and there's some people that come in here and they see that and they go, because you're not expecting that. What was really good with what you did is you made a quick decision. You're just like, oh, it's got to move. Boom, you moved it, you got in, and you had a mission. You made a decision and you reacted to it. That's a really good high speed movement.
Sorry if I scratched the car.
That's okay.
I don't think I did. But
You can't make an omelet without breaking
some Toyota or some Ford.
some Ford Explorer stuff. So no, that's a good job staying in the moment. Good job. You lost your light. You
So
got your phone.
I don't know if it'll show, because again it was dark, but once that light died, I went to a knee to try to find the phone, just for the sake of a OODA loop change, a level change, something to change that.
Sure. Well, also that's also something that people that walk in here sometimes they just turn the light on. They leave the light on the whole time. It's easier for us to track you if you leave the light on. When you turn the light off for a second, I'm like, is he just walking? Where's he going? What's he doing? It took me a second. Now it's going to be darker in here than it would ever be in real life. But that being said, I really like the way you improvised.
Hey, whoa. Chill. Seriously, get away from the driver's door. Get away from the driver's door. Dude, totally fine.
Get back over here.
Back up. I'm dead.
Come on,
fucking
come on.
serious. Back up.
Get over here. What are you doing?
Move towards him. Move towards him right now.
Please help me.
Move towards him!
No, I don't know who he is. Hey,
Yeah, come on.
no, you tried to take me. Please don't let me go with it.
Come on.
Guys, fucking figure it out.
No, please help me. Please help me.
It's not a big deal.
Listen to me.
Just come on.
No, I
Listen
don't
to me.
know where.
Listen to me.
Please help.
Listen to me. Move towards your left. Move towards your left. Move towards her. Go the other side of the vehicle.
No, please don't. I don't want to go with it. Please, you tried to take me. I don't know where I am. Please help me.
Hello, I am Jake's personal assistant. He's requesting that I show you an instant replay and read his detailed breakdown on what happened during this drill. I enter the room and move towards the car. Female comes running at me yelling. I unholster my gun and have it in a sole position. She is screaming that someone is trying to abduct her. The man who allegedly is trying to abduct her now appears to my left. He is shady and I'm unimpressed with him. He tries to play it off like they are a couple just having a fight. I back myself into a corner so I can see both suspects. I tell them to effing figure it out because I'm an insensitive jerk. Then a third crazy man with a knife comes out from behind me and comes at me with the knife. I shoot one round into the angry knife man. He deserved it. Then my gun has a malfunction, a click instead of a bang. The angry man is still coming at me with a knife, so I begin backing up, at which time I take a wrong step and blow out my left knee. At that point, I drop the flashlight, tap rack and get another click, tap rack again and get several more rounds into the angry knife man. Moral of the story, don't try to stab people. Jake, that was super fleek how even when facing these challenges you were able to manage and hold your ground. Good job, you crazy ginger. Let's see what happened after the drill.
It's the only downside of that run. My knee just popped out of the socket.
Oh.
We're good. I'm not like down and out, but
Okay.
down and out of mobility.
Okay. It's all right.
Yeah. This is what happens when your ACLs are fucked.
I know. What do you see?
That was Feller's idea, the whole thing. Yeah, blaming him. Let's see. First came from behind, if I remember, back corner there.
I came running all the way from across the way.
Okay, were you? Okay, so I thought you came from behind originally. Oh no, you were over here. Yeah. So you guys were essentially flanking me from both ends there. You did not seem to be posing any sort of threat. You were freaked out. I'm not a marriage counselor. It's not my job to sort out your problems.
Sex trafficking. She was a...
Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer, you know, like it's a bummer, but, you know, it's just not my night for that.
So you're here, and all of a sudden she comes over, and you did a really good job of keeping distance. It's not your problem, you kept distance. And you guys moved all the way over to the side, and you kept coming in. You said, okay, be careful not to let someone drive you. You did a really good job of keeping awareness. You're not just blindly backing up. And then you naturally found yourself in a really good...
I was trying to get back against something, because at that point I got multiple, so.
No, that's the best thing you can do, because you don't want to get flanked. That's if you're in a bar, if you're any place, you don't want to get flanked. So finding that flank can be anywhere in this room. It can be right here. You know, just making sure that something's at your back. So the fact that you found this nice little perfect corner here was fantastic. And these Viacom tunnels allowed me to try to track you and follow you.
Yeah.
And I was just waiting for my opportunity.
Yeah.
But no, you did a great job of keeping awareness. And then at what point, so when I came out, walk me through that. When I came out, you saw the knife?
From memory, immediate reaction is just to get in the other direction. That said, I mean, a flaw that I would find in my run at that point, I'm really not sure where he's at.
Okay.
Like, I'm moving into what I've assumed at this point is not a threat, but I'm essentially flanked at this point. I've got a vehicle that way with another person over here screaming at me, so I'm kind of surrounded on all three sides. Saw a weapon once you had it out,
Yeah.
which at that distance, I mean, at that point, I'm just trying to get rounds on. Got one round off. At that point, my knee decides to take a vacation from its socket, and then I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No. It's really nothing to sweat. But I got one round off and I start getting a click.
Yeah.
So at that point, dropped light because at that point, I mean, I've got to try to tap rack or get something going.
You hit me, and I went back.
Yeah.
But
And
one round that wasn't gonna.
well, and I was still pressing trigger, but I got a dead trigger at that point. So now at that point, I mean, that's just a total shit storm because now I'm like, I've got to drop light to try to get a round back in the gun.
Now,
but I
that
also
light,
have
is
no.
that the light? Isn't this the light? The whatchamacallit? The light where you're supposed to be able to.
No, that's a slightly
Yes.
different.
No, it is. The idea being I can, grip like that. That said, I'm trying to not game this. I'm walking in going like, look, that's not how I would necessarily walk around with
Yeah,
that
perfect,
light. I would
perfect,
walk
no,
around more
perfect,
like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I did tap rack a couple times.
Yeah.
Also losing light, not even really knowing where you are at that point.
So how cool is that training? That when people talk about you're on a static range and you're clearing a malfunction, and you bring out the buzzer of death, and now you're just trying to clear the mechanical efficiency of clearing it
In darkness.
But what about now clearing it in darkness when someone is
with
with a bum
fucking
knee
injury
that I
that
didn't
just
know
went
of,
out.
with someone sitting there just kind of slashing you.
If you tagged me, I didn't feel it, but I don't know if you did or not. All right, guys. Lessons learned today. Oh my. Replace your battery lights, because sometimes that stupid battery light goes off at a really bad moment in life, which was the case. Second thing, take care of your knees, because when your knees go out in a gunfight and then you get a malfunction that you have to clear in darkness with someone who's trying to stab you, it's not an ideal combination of things. I think is really where we're going with it. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that moment of bullshit from me, and stay safe, stay in school, don't do drugs, as always.